Hey folks, let's learn something new about the oil and gas industry. All right, today we have a special guest. We have Thomas with us. Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning, Mark.
Yeah, and Thomas and I just cannot figure out how to get into the same city at the same time, so we decided we'd just go ahead and shoot this interview via Skype. So Thomas is involved in a nonprofit organization that we're actually taking part in because we believe in it so much. So Thomas, give us a little bit of history. Give us the name of your nonprofit. Tell us about where it started and where you're going with it.
Thanks. Sure. The name of the nonprofit is called the New Frackers Project, and it's a collaboration between energy companies, landowners, and other industry professionals tackling the water management and the recycling of shale waste. And as you pointed out to me before in our conversations, there's quite a bit of effort or delay in new technologies finding their way into the marketplace, and much less into the field. And this project is all about accelerating the use of new water management best practices and the recycling of shale waste where nothing goes to waste, nothing is sent to the landfills.
Yeah, and one of the things I love about this is that not only do you have a lot of process and a lot of science, and you actually have this down pat, you can actually execute on this, but now you're sharing this with everybody, right? You're not out there trying to monopolize it. Anybody that has an interest, any operator, any disposal company that has an interest in what are the best practices, you want to engage them and partner with them, right?
Yes, absolutely. That's all about the collaboration. This problem or this challenge that the industry has regarding water management and the disposal of the shale waste that comes out of the drilling process and the production processes, it's really so big that it needs all of us working together, or as many of us working together that has an interest in it. It's just not the right time and the right situation to try to corner the market and grab the biggest market share and be all about profits. It's more to it. There's a more of social and environmental responsibility aspect to this.
Yeah, and I absolutely agree. And it's actually one of the reasons that we decided to help participate with you is because we love the fact that you're trying to give something back. And when I say give something back, a lot of people automatically think, oh, well, that's going to affect my profitability. Actually, what you're trying to do will increase profitability for companies, and it's better for the environment, and it's better for the local population, and it's better for the operator. So it's a win-win all the way around.
It really is. It's very exciting in that respect, and I can't wait to continue sharing it. I'm so excited that you've taken the time to interview me and help others learn more about it because it's very exciting. And you're right. It has some very good economic benefits for the operators, and we can also show disposal well operators how to reduce the pressure, the downhole pressure, and create longer living disposal wells, if you will, because we're able to help them treat the water and pull out a lot of the solids before they inject it into the wells. So, which we believe science will prove that reducing that pressure on the disposal wells will reduce the risk of seismic activity that's associated with some of the disposal wells.
Right, and let me stop you back up. So you're not necessarily cleaning up water to inject it in disposal wells. If the situation warrants, you can actually take everything and either clean that water up enough that can be put back into the system, and you can take the solids and turn it into things like plastics and building materials. So literally nothing would need to be injected if it worked. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's absolutely a number of levels of this treatment process, but and there's so many different facets of water management and the recycling of waste that we have 3 different versions of pilot projects that we're in the process of rolling out. And one of them that we're launching here within the next week or two is with a disposal well operator, and we are specifically helping him extend the life of his disposal well and reduce the risk of seismic activity by helping him treat the water and separate the oils and so many of the solids there's so many different pieces and different aspects that are in that water that can clog up a well and cause them to use excessive pressure in disposing of the waste in the well.
Right.
So without getting too technical or scientific, we're able to help a disposal well operator be much more efficient in his operations while having a positive environmental impact. And yet, we also have a version of this same best practices model, if you will, that can be set up right at the drilling rig pad, and we can treat the water and recycle much of the waste right there at the drilling site without it having to be trucked anywhere. So we're reducing trucking by 80 to 90% in many cases.
Yeah, and in the last 2 years, we've visited hundreds of operators and hundreds of frac sites in the U.S., and nobody has yet had this problem licked. There's some operators out there that have pieces of this problem solved, such as putting in pipelines instead of using trucking. But if you're a community, or if you're an operator, or if you're a disposal well, and you're looking at trying to do something, you want to partner with them on a proof of concept. So and you do this by partnering with them instead of trying to sell them something. Is that correct?
Yeah, I absolutely, and we like to call them pilot projects because every operator has their own dynamics. Every formation, every shale formation has its own dynamics, and these dynamics are also changing from year to year as the technology advances in other elements of the industry. So this is very much an evolving industry or an evolving issue that needs to be constantly upgraded with new best practices introduced basically on a yearly in a yearly manner. And so pilot projects is an ideal way to help operators find those operating efficiencies that they're looking for and reduce their overall disposal cost.
Yeah, so if you're an operator, or if you're a municipality, or if you're a company or a disposal well company, and you're looking to maybe reach out to you and understand what these pilot programs look like, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
I suggest they send me an email, thomas@newfrackers.org, and they can also go to our website, newfrackers.org. They can even call my cell phone directly if they want, which hopefully you'll put up on
Yeah, we're
the
not going to
interview
put we're
later.
not no, we're not going to put your cell phone number up there. We will put your email and your website link. But
Okay.
there's a few strange people that follow me online. So and then also, if you're a private company that has no interest in actually, or has no need to dispose of water, but you have an interest in helping the planet, that's what we're doing. We're partnering with you. So these same companies could reach out to you to actually partner to support you with your nonprofit.
Yeah, of course. It's like a nonprofit in many ways. We're going after grants and different types of funding to help launch these pilot programs. Absolutely, there's a lot of different ways that landowners can support the project, industry professionals can help, as well as the energy companies themselves, and of course, not to mention the disposal well operators.
Right.
We can all work together. There's really it's a unique collaboration, and I'm really proud of the way it's come together, and with people like yourself joining the sport to support it.
Yeah, and Thomas, and I'm very proud to play a part in this, and we're going to continue to play a part. So, Thomas, I really appreciate your time today.
Yes, yes, me too. I really appreciate you allowing me to explain more of what we're doing.
Yeah, so folks, reach out to Thomas, connect with him, see if you can support this nonprofit organization because it's just a good thing. Hopefully, this helped. We will see you next time.